Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast. This episode I'll be recapping the Daredevil Born Again Season 1 finale titled Straight to Hell, which was broadcast on the 16th of April 2025. I'm recording this episode only a couple of days later on the 21st of April 2025. So please, if you haven't already, please go and check out my recap of Daredevil Born Again Season 1 episode, which I think is titled Isle of Joy, something along those lines, can't quite remember. Because obviously it directly leads into it. So if you have not watched, if you don't want to be spoiled about this stuff, because obviously it's the finale, so it covers a lot of stuff throughout the entire season. So if you don't want to be spoiled, please go and watch the episode. Please go and check out my recap of Season 1, Episode 8, Isle of Joy, just so you kind of know what's going on. And as I mentioned in my recap of Season 1, Episode 8, that's why I kind of explained why I'm not doing the first 7 episodes. But yes, I will talk about what I will be doing for the future of the MCU, especially Daredevil Born Again, at the end of the episode. Without further ado, here is my recap of Daredevil Born Again, Straight to Hell. We start off with a previously recap and a flashback scene from a year ago featuring Vanessa and Bullseye is shown. Within this scene, Vanessa mentions Foggy. Vanessa asks Bullseye to kill Foggy. Bullseye agrees to do this. This episode now returns to the present day, where the last episode left off with Matt seemingly sacrificing himself for Fisk. We then have the title sequence. Matt wakes up in hospital. Matt mistakes Heather for Karen. Matt mentions Fisk and Bullseye. Matt asks Kristen to look into the last case Foggy was working on before he was murdered. Fisk attempts to reassure Vanessa. Matt asks Kristen some questions about the night of Foggy's death. Fisk mentions Commissioner Gallo. Vanessa mentions Luca. Fisk knows that Vanessa was the one who ordered Bullseye to kill Foggy. Fisk yells at Commissioner Gallo. Fisk asks Buck about Matt's recovery. Fisk wants Matt dead. Kristen believes her and Matt need to have a chat when Matt has fully recovered. Fisk orders Sheila to get rid of some of his staff. Commissioner Gallo reminds Sheila some of Fisk's actions during his term as mayor. Sheila agrees to help Commissioner Gallo. There is a power cut across New York. Buck attempts to attack Matt, but Matt outsmarts him. Matt and Frank reunite in Matt's apartment. Frank reminds Matt of his violence strategy. Frank reminds Matt protecting Fisk from being killed. Matt swears at Frank. Matt and Frank fight with multiple people. Frank and Matt check in with each other. Matt finds the person responsible for Hector's death in episode 3. Previous scenes from this season of Daredevil Born Again are shown. Matt and Frank argue. Frank and Matt jump out of a window. Matt insults Frank. Karen finds Frank and Matt. Frank delivers stitches on himself. Karen delivers stitches on Matt. Karen reveals she was the one that convinced Frank to help Matt with Fisk. Frank offers to make Karen and Matt a cup of coffee. Karen refuses. Matt informs Karen that Vanessa was the one who asked Bullseye to kill Foggy. Karen believes she can see through Frank. Karen thanks Frank for helping Matt. Daniel and Buck discuss Fisk's plan to seal off New York from the rest of America with the council. Daniel seems to threaten the council. Someone kills someone else. Matt asks Karen about her relationship with Frank. Matt reminds Karen that he can hear people's heartbeats. Matt and Karen hold hands. Matt expresses his appreciation for seeing Karen again. Karen and Matt learn what Foggy was working on before he died. Frank chooses to once again help Matt. Frank's help involves killing multiple people. Frank is ganged up on. Frank finds out about Sheila's betrayal and agreeing to help Commissioner Gallo. Officer Powell communicates with Frank. Commissioner Gallo is forced to meet up with Frank. Frank insults Fisk's task force. Commissioner Gallo mentions Fisk being Kingpin. Fisk attacks and kills Commissioner Gallo. Fisk's task force attack Frank. Matt and Karen attempt to avoid being spotted. Matt plans on facing off with Fisk. Karen begs Matt to not do this. Matt agrees with Karen. Matt proposes that he and Karen need help. Heather checks in with Fisk. Fisk offers Heather a job. Heather accepts. Fisk lies to the people of New York whilst introducing his Safer Streets campaign. Matt mentions losing his eyesight whilst talking to Karen. Matt also mentions attempting to murder Bullseye when Matt found out he was the one responsible for his death. Karen attempts to reassure Matt. Frank is one of Fisk and Vanessa's Frank is in one of Fisk and Vanessa's prison cells. Frank communicates with someone called Anthony. Frank attacks Anthony, and instant out to Daredevil will return in season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. And you'll be happy to know, because there was several people that actually wanted me to recap Daredevil Born Again, that I will be recapping all of season 2, which I think it's filming right now as I'm recording this episode and when you're watching it. That will be coming out in 2026. I think springtime's kind of around March, April time, like it has been this year. Then it's been announced we'll have 8 episodes in comparison tonight. There's going to be some behind the scenes issues which I'm not going to talk about. But on to tomorrow's episode now, where I will be recapping Neighbours episode 9226. And as I've been doing with all Neighbours episodes as of late, here is the Neighbours 40th anniversary week teaser.
Over one big week, all the classic twists and turns you love. Celebrating 40 years of Neighbours.
We couldn't let your first exhibition go without some kind of fanfare.
Madge? No, can't be. You're dead.
Darcy, you moved in without telling us.
Yeah, it happened really quickly.
Why would you make up such a horrible lie?
Give me one more reason why I shouldn't meet you right now. I think all I'm saying here is pre-wedding jitters. Just because you had an attack of the guilt doesn't mean you just stuff everything up for me.
Talk about bringing out the suspense. Our entire marriage will be based on a lie. Hello, Paul.
Is it mine? Queensland police have intel that suggests Carter's coming back to me. He's coming for me.
Somebody help!
I love you so much.
That was the Neighbours 40th anniversary week teaser, and I've shaded that because in tomorrow's episode I'll be recapping Neighbours episode 9226. But back to this episode, let me know what you thought of Daredevil Born Again season 1 episode 9, which was the season 1 finale titled Straight to Hell. If you watched it, my recap, if you didn't, you put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below. As well as anything else you want me to cover on the channel, such as any previews or recap, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment, subscribe, and check this episode of the Everything Podcast. See you in tomorrow's episode for my recap of Neighbours episode 9226. Goodbye.